Time now for another CTV sports presentation. East China High School Sports is presented by Magna, magna.com/careers, with support from LaFontaine Chevy, Buick GMC, where you get the family feel, by Murphy Inn Hotel and Restaurant, by St. Clair Ace Hardware, by LaFontaine Ford, where you get the family deal, and by North Star Bank, North Star guiding the way, and by CTV Community TV for Marine City and St. Clair. Now let's join our announcers for East China High School sports action.
It's districts, it's round one, and we are in East China Stadium tonight as the Saints welcome in the Blackhawks of Ortonville-Brandon. The road to district finals starts here. It's coming up next after this break.
All-new local hardware store in St. Clair, located on the west side of the Riverview Plaza. Ace Hardware in St. Clair, now completely remodeled for all of your hardware needs. Your local Ace Hardware, of course, stocks all the quality Ace products you've grown to know and trust. Paint, tools, keys, everything hardware. Ace Hardware, St. Clair, on the west side of the Riverview Plaza.
Magna is a proud sponsor of high school sports on CTV Community Television. Supporting our local schools and organizations is part of Magna's commitment to making a difference in our community. With a focus on innovation and growth, Magna is also hiring. Visit magna.com to learn more about opportunities with a global leader in mobility technology. Magna, driving the future right here in our community.
Hello, friends, and welcome into East China Stadium. I'm your commentator, Reed Packin with CTV, and this is our coverage of East China School District sports. It's round one of districts, and our first matchup is the Saints of St. Clair going against Ortonville-Brandon Blackhawks. Saints are coming in here, heavy favorite, looking to set the tone for their district run. They are eyeing another district title, their fifth straight. They're looking to get their fifth straight district title, and honestly the road is a very manageable one. Today they got Ortonville-Brandon, who sits at 4-10. They were 3-8 in the Flint Metro League. They finished third in their conference, and they're coming in here in districts ranked as a 6th seed. Saints on the other end come in 8-6-2. They're 6-4-1 in the MAC Blue, where they finished second in the MAC Blue. And not enough credit was given. They made a late season jump climbing the MAC Blue. They were floating around the bottom, first year in the MAC Blue, a little bit of growing pains. But as our broadcasts all season long have noted, they were losing some games, but they were keeping them close. They were keeping their opponents low scoring, and then they were able to find the back of the net later in the season, and the wins started coming along, and they were able to jump up to the second spot in the MAC Blue, and it earned them the 3 seed here in district play. Both teams now at center field, ready to kick off. Saints will get possession first. But first we got some net management from the officials tying everything down. Talked about the road to the district finals. Saints are sitting at the 3 seed, so let's take a look at who else is in their district bracket and where they sit. Atop in District 28 is Goodrich. They finished first in the Flint Metro alongside Ortonville-Brandon with a really good record of 14-2-2. They were 11-0 in the Flint Metro. So that's the team to beat. Cross is in for the Saints. They get it through PK area. They're trying to go quick here. Ortonville-Brandon clears it out. Saints back line gets the ball. They move it down the near sideline. Now back up. Goes right back down to the corner. Through ball. Tessa Freeland has a lot of space right now. She's inside the 18. She shoots. Bounces a few times off the ground and picked up for the save for Ortonville. And then who earned the 2 seed in District 28? Well, it was a team down the street, Marysville, who had a good season in the MAC Gold. They finished 10-7-1 overall. And their success in the MAC Gold has gotten them the 2 seed in District 28. Ball's down the line. Tessa Freeland chasing it down. One on her back. Now on her side. Can't cut on the inside. Good defense cutting it off. Tessa Freeland still with it. Shoots now. Off wide of the keeper's deflection. Gwen Salisbury was there for the rebound. Just went past her. But we'll have a first corner kick for the Saints tonight. Something they have really thrived as of late. Their last few games, they've gotten some really good opportunities, a lot of good goals scored because of Ella Groneveld taking those corners. She places the ball really well, has good pace on the ball. Let's see what she can do here. Sends it up, middle of the box, heads in and wide across the field, coming towards the near sideline. Saints now moving it back up. They're trying to reset. Claire Bacon trying to make something happen. Scramble for the possession, good through ball, just no one got there. Brandon clears it out. Throw is into the box. Hit out by Ortonville. They're now trying to make their way through midfield. Another through ball for the Saints. Just a little too long. Saints are active early, trying to get some opportunities, and they're getting the ideas there. It's just the execution is a little bit off, whether or not someone's not ready to receive the ball or not on the same page or just can't get there in time, and the pass is a little too long. It is a colder and rainier day today for round 1 of districts, so that soccer ball is going to be skipping a little bit more and have a little bit more speed to it than usual. Free kick for the Blackhawks now on the far side of the field. Hits at the 25, bounces over the defensive line, has some space. Saints got to clear it out. Struggling to. Good tackle in the box, but can't allow that to happen. You got to get first touch there as the last line of defense. Just allowed that thing to bounce right inside the 18. And now Ortonville with a throw deep in the Saints' defensive third. They go in, headed once off by the Saints. Komorowski making her way down the sideline. It's through. Good idea. Now it's a foot race. Freeland gets there first. Fending off one defender. Crosses in. Off the post. Out towards the PK spot and cleared out by Ortonville-Brandon. Shot from Gwen Salisbury. One of the toughest angles to take a shot on. We've seen the Saints do it a few times this season. Almost saw it happen again. Went off the left post. Going back up top now. Pass back to Groneveld. Groneveld crosses in. Gets away. Ortonville with the throw. Donaldson comes up to intercept, hits it out. Another throw for the Blackhawks. Freeland with the through ball. Gets to Salisbury. Trying to split 2 defenders. Passes out to Donaldson. Donaldson shoots. It's deflected out through the goal line. Another corner kick for the Saints. Ortonville out in the corner once again. Her second corner of the game. Crosses in towards the back post. Headed down by the Saints. Bouncing free, and the keeper picks it up. Drop kick is out. And now it's Saints ball with a throw. They go down line. Ortonville gets first touch. Donaldson trying to get it back. Ortonville clears it up. Bacon gets there first. Saints all over the place. Now they got the possession. Freeland has some space to run. Gets too far away, but offsides is going to be called anyway. She was waiting for that through ball. Perhaps just waited a little too long. But either way, that through ball had a little too much heat to it. It was rolling right to the keeper anyways. Through ball again to Freeland. One to beat. Cuts it to the middle. Shoots. Gets deflected. Still free. Ortonville trying to bring it in. Good interception for the Saints. They push it through. Freeland's got it in the corner. Cross is in. Too long. Out through the back sideline. Throw in for the Blackhawks. Now the throw is with the Saints. Down the corner, looking to get a cross off. They can't do it, but they get the corner. Third attempt in the corner now. We would love to see a good, strong attempt with a shot on goal coming off of this, or a volley off goal. Here it is, off the back post. Back right out to Groneveld. She shoots into the side net. Goal kick for Ortonville. Now you might be wondering how a team like Marysville outseeded St. Clair in districts, despite both finishing second in their leagues, and St. Clair's 2 leagues above. Actually, Selection Sunday happens about 10 days prior to this event. I think it's the Sunday before district starts is the official day. So you got to look at it through the lens of what was going on 10 days ago, and Saints really found their stride about 10 days ago. So it allowed Marysville to kind of stay above them. But the way the bracket works out, you'd almost rather be the 3rd seed, because Marysville, as long as they beat North Branch, they got to go against Goodrich in the round 2. Saints clear it out through the back. Ortonville still trying to keep this possession with them. They go in the middle. It's deflected off the Saints. Saints now moving it. Komorowski couldn't bring it in. It gets all the way through to Freeland down the sideline. Has 2 on her. Crosses back into the middle. Gets all the way through. Salisbury, 1 to beat, 2 to beat. Can't do it. Ortonville-Brandon, she's still with it. Forces the bad pass. Saints back with possession. Way too long of a pass. Goes through the back line. Goal kick for Ortonville. And we talked about last 10 days, but where you can really see how the Saints start turning their season around, you just got to look at their last 10 games. In the last 10 games, they are 7-2-1, and this is the staggering stat of the night. 32 goals for, and they've only had 7 goals scored against them in the last 10 games. And 5 of the 10 games were shutouts in the Saints' favor. We compare that to last year, and they're same boat, 7-2-1, 41 goals for, and 5 goals against. So they were a little bit better last year. And they won the district title last year, so with the same kind of stat line, everything's in their favor to kind of do the same thing and win their 5th straight. Free kick for the Saints now. Good range. We've seen them score off the free kick from this spot before. Ella Komorowski taking it. She is a lefty, so she can hook it in there. She can get it kind of back post. She goes for net, floats it up towards PK spot. Freeland shoots and scores. Bottom left off the volley. Saints strike first in rounds 1 of districts. Ella Komorowski. I don't know if that was necessarily a cross like it was supposed to be. I think she wanted to try to shoot that just because we've seen her score on that before. But nonetheless, a beautiful cross. Freeland, a great volley, great touch. Kept it low. Just a near impossible save for their Ortonville's keeper. Offsides once again. Saints getting eager. They got to watch the line. Ortonville's defensive back is playing up a little bit higher. Saints with it on the far sideline. Gets away. No. Gunn Salisbury saves it. No, Saints are up. Freeland is chasing down the solo defender. Forces the pass out to give the defense some time to set up. Saints move up a little bit closer.
Going in for the Saints, number 13, Marin Easton.
Ball goes inside the 18, cleared out by Ortonville. Another throw for the Saints. Down into the corner now, Freeland. Couldn't turn on it. Saints keep the possession. Crosses in, all the way through, on net. Pickup save. Drop kick is out, headed once off the Saints. Bacon is there. Ortonville still trying to fight for it. Cleared out by Brits. Bacon now trying to get it into the middle. Madeline Darling coming up the middle of the field, sends it out wide. No one's there. Isn't going to get there in time. Throw for the Saints on the far side of the field. Throw is in. Good touch to the middle. Now all the way through. Good stop from number 5, Rylan McKinley. Ortonville trying to put together one good drive here that ends with a shot on goal. Haven't really pressed the Saints too much except for that one solo through ball. And here's a good through ball. Freeland one-on-one with the keeper. Gets it blocked. Great save. Second one coming in. Deflected up. One-on-one with the keeper. Freeland couldn't find the back of the net. Ella Rizzo for Ortonville-Brandon in net there. Great save. Those are pretty similar to PKs, those one-on-ones. Was able to time it out correctly. Able to get the deflection out. Saved the Blackhawks from being down 2-0. Komorowski now with the throw. Goes in. Saints. Donaldson trying to get it up still. Heads it towards the corner. Komorowski. Komorowski trying to settle it. Moving to the corner. Tried to cross. Good stop from McKinney. Donaldson touches inside the box. 3 defenders are in the area. They clear it out once again. Headed down, Saints with it. Back down into the corner. Donaldson crosses over the keeper's hands. Good deflection. Actually, no deflection. I thought she got a hand on that and forced it wide, but it's Ortonville goal kick. Great little setup by Donaldson. Just a little too much power on it if she was going for that cross. Good touch. Saints keep it alive. Ortonville-Brandon gets the interception. Moving into the middle of the field now. They send it up, perhaps a little too early. They had some time. Bacon now taking her way back to Sullivan. Sullivan in the net. Passes out. No, clears it out. Handball. Free kick for the Saints around the 35 now. Kick is up. Salisbury couldn't get in front of it. Ortonville-Brandon gets first touch. Britz gets it to the middle. Good 1-2 pass. A little long. Now gets it through. Komorowski. 1 to beat. 2 other teammates on her right. Shoots. High over the net. He would have rather taken a low cross. They had the numbers there. They only had 2 back on defense. Saints had 3 attacking. And number 5, Rylan McKinney, their captain for Ortonville, playing good defense all game. Probably forced the shot that she wanted. Something that's a little off balance, outside of the hashes, and forced it to go high and wide. Saints keep the possession with them. They throw towards the corner. Freeland tried to turn with it. Keeps it alive. Crosses into Salisbury. Bicycles right to the hands of the keeper. But great attempt. Good contact. If that didn't go right to the keeper, I think it would have had a chance. Ortonville trying to work it down the sideline. Whistle's called on Cron. Ortonville just isn't getting the numbers up on their attacks. Too often I'm seeing ball handlers making their way up, and it's a sea of red Saints players and one solo Blackhawk always fighting. Crosses in right to Sullivan. She scoops it for the easy save. Kick is out. Hits at the 50. Bounces once. Good step up from Ortonville. Saints get it through. Has some space. Crosses in. Through. Komorowski just wasn't there in time. But great look. Perhaps Saints got away with a no call offside there, but we're not going to complain about that. St. Clair with it on the near sideline. Gets it deflected out, but off of St. Clair. So throws with Brandon, Ortonville-Brandon now. Bacon sends it right back. Komorowski down line. Has some space, going to the corner, looking across, gets it into Freeland. Ortonville-Brandon defense gets up, pokes it free. Komorowski goes quick, throws in. Back out to Komorowski. She crosses. Way long. Bounces out. Will be a throw for Ortonville all the way down in that far side corner. Saints send one in. Now they don't have the numbers inside the box. Ortonville clears it out now. Whistle's called. Handball, I believe. And another free kick for the Saints in a great spot. Right along the 15-yard line. I always mix up my calls with the football lines and soccer lines. So I'm saying the 15 on the football yardage, and I always talk about the 18-yard line for soccer. Free kick is in, a rocket right to the keeper. She brings it down, scoops it back up. Another good save for Ella Rizzo. Ortonville-Brandon lets this one go out. They have the throw. We are about 2 minutes under 20 to go here in the first half. Throw is down line. Saints trying to work it out. They hit it out through the sideline. Throw stays for the Blackhawks. Number 12, Madeline Darling with a throw. Gets it in. A bit bunched up on this near sideline. Saints clear it out. Foot race now. Tessa Freeland and Stella Zielke. Ortonville gets there first. Rizzo sends it to the opposite sideline. Off of the Saints throw for Ortonville now. Saints come away with it. They get it through. McKinney gets it out once again. Saints still with it on that far sideline. Good step up from Zielke. Saints still holding on to this possession. They get it down. Cross is in, but it's a little too deep. Goes across the goal line. That'll be another goal kick. Talked about how the Saints are looking for their 5th straight district title, but the success that the Saints program has had is not a recent thing. If we look at the last 10 years, they've got 6 district titles, 2 regional wins, and specifically under Coach Cliff Freeland, he is 83, 24, and 15, which is just an insane coaching record. With, if you need to do the math on that, it's a 74% win percentage. And by himself, 6 district championships in the last 10 years, 5 belong to him. And he's got 2 league championships, and they've moved up leagues, not once but twice in his 6 years being with the program. Started in the MAC Gold, moved up to the MAC White, were there, thrived, had a lot of success. That's where they won their 2 league championships. And then they got moved up to the MAC Blue this year, where they struggled early but found the groove midway through the season and really cleaned up at the end. Last time Saints lost in districts was 2019, where they lost round 1 to Flint Powers, and then they won again in 2018, Coach Freeland's first year. They won the year before that, with Coach Joseph Kuntz. And then in 16, they lost to Goodrich, who they might match up again for district finals. Now before that, they lost in districts to Regina, which back in the day when I was forced to watch all these soccer games because all my sisters played, Regina was a tough opponent to beat. I think finally they got bounced to a different district because it was always getting matched up against them. It's always been a struggle. Ortonville-Brandon in the middle of the field, trying to keep this possession alive. They get it up into the middle now. Looking to go out to the far sideline. Cuts it back into the middle. Passes back. Saints clear it out. Zielke clears it. Ortonville gets it up. Saints applying good pressure. They get it all the way back to their center back. Saints now working it out of their half of the field. Couldn't get it around. We talked all about Saints postseason success. Ortonville, a little bit of a different story. They've just been struggling a little bit the last few years, and the last time they made a district finals was 2017, where they lost to Notre Dame Prep, and just about every time before that it's been round 1 and round 2 losses. Notably in 2021 they lost to St. Clair in the second round of districts. So they're trying to build their program back. I believe they have a newer head coach, so he's still probably trying to get his footing and program in place. It helped that Coach Freeland, he got a good squad coming from that district championship team in 2017. So the culture was the foundation was kind of set, and it just allowed him to kind of come in and just ramp up practices and really just increase the skills of his team. And Saints now moving down the sideline. They have a one-on-one with the keeper. Donaldson shoots. It's off the keeper. Deflection goes right back to her and cleared out by Ortonville. Throw in for the Saints. .12 minutes to go. Throw is in. Freeland tries crossing. It's poorly touched. Ortonville clears it up and out. They keep it going. Bacon gets first touch. Ortonville still making their way. Evelyn McKinney can't get it through. Now sent all the way up towards the corner. It's going to have a little too much power to it. Punt is out. Komorowski with it. Sends it to Freeland on the near sideline. She sends it right back. And right back to Freeland down in the corner. Passing good for the Saints early in this game. Shoots from deep. I think Coach Freeland's telling his players, we've had enough shots on net from deep. Let's start getting some actual good attempts, and that means crossing in those kind of positions when you're that far out. They've scored a lot in those kind of tight angle shots on the far sidelines, but that's not going to fly going against a team like Goodrich or any team that they might meet in regionals. They got to be playing some really good soccer where passing is into the middle, and those shots, you got to give yourself the best opportunity. You got to just put shots up and shots on goal. But now we're at the point where you got to have meaningful shots and good placement. And before that, just good off-ball movement to set yourself up for those kind of shots. Ball stays with the Saints as they move down deeper into Ortonville's half of the field. They'll get another throw here. Throws in, going towards the corner, looking to cross. Gets it with her left. Bad shot. It's popped up. Saints still trying to make something happen. Ortonville clears it out. Groneveld gets it right back. Now she shoots. Wide left.
Going in for the Blackhawks, number 10, Katie Nichols.
Freeland turns and passes into the 18. Gets all the way through the keeper's hands and out through the back goal line. We'll have a goal or a corner kick for the Saints here. 8.5 minutes to go. Putting another point on the board would be nice right about now. Crosses in, keeper comes out for it, pops it up, catches it, gets the save. It's the other thing with this being a rainy game. You got to watch the shots on net. Most of them are not going to be easily saved and going to involve the ball kind of being bounced around a little bit, so that gives you even more of an incentive to crash the net. Always my favorite kind of games to play in because the keeper drops the ball more, and I'm always beelining it towards the keeper. You'll be amazed just how many goals you can rack up by just being there for the goalie to make a mistake. Throw is in short. Passes right back. Saints step up. Freeland getting involved defensively. Ortonville gets it through. Britz clears it out. Now Ortonville sends it over the line. Gets some space. Shoots off the goalpost. Off the goalpost, but now whistled. Sullivan clears it out. And we'll get a goal kick here. Saints send it all the way up and through the middle. Komorowski chasing it down on the near sideline. Has 3 defenders back. Freeland is in, sends it through. She cuts it around. Getting held, getting tripped up. No whistles called. Saints shoot off the goalpost. Now they call it. Coach Freeland has some words for a center official. Saints with it. Trying to move towards the near sideline. Sends it down line. Komorowski can't get a touch. Ortonville with the throw. They go down line. Komorowski sends it right back out through the side. Another throw here. Sent up. Saints having a little bit of trouble getting a good possession. McKinney sends it down. Just a lot of pop flies going back and forth. Here's another one. This one inside the box. Sullivan, only one there. Easy grab. Clears it out. Freeland gets in there. Saints with it. Can't get it through. Second attempt. Offsides. Saints getting way too eager on that attacking line. I don't know what was called. Probably a little pushing or shoving beforehand. I don't know if the defensive player, Lila Cron, kind of shoved off to get a clean header off. Free kick is out. Off the crossbar. Deflection with the Saints. They send it up and out through the sideline. Throw for the Blackhawks now. Whistle called now. Handball. Kick is up. Down the sideline. Salisbury gets to it. Ortonville applying a lot of pressure. They send it back. Groneveld sends it into the middle. Deflection off the Saints. Ortonville clears it up. Britz comes away with it. Switches the field towards the near sideline. Komorowski can't turn with it. Bacon sends it up. Saints have the numbers now. Komorowski down the sideline. One to beat. It's Zilke. Crosses in. All the way through. Salisbury got a touch onto it. Just couldn't get the shot off. Ortonville clears it out. As we approach 2.5 minutes of play here in the first half. Saints go quick. They cross once. It's deflected. Whistle called. Handball. Free kick for the Saints here. Komorowski taking it as she is the lefty of the squad. Just get a good one on net and hope for a deflection off the keeper. Shot is in, rocketed all the way through off the fingertips. Now through the back goal line. Corner kick for the Saints 2 minutes to go. Sending up one defender inside the box. I believe that's Lila Cron. Cross is coming in towards the back post. Headed once by the Saints and in. Lila Cron, I believe. That was Lila Cron. Came up from the defensive line to get an extra person in the box. Always great to get a defenseman a goal, and especially in district play. Saints go up 2-0 against Ortonville now. 2 minutes to go. And another successful corner for the Saints. I feel like in that last 10-game stretch where we put up some stats, this is just off my opinion alone. As Ortonville's got an opportunity, Saints cleared out. In the last 10 games, I feel like at least one of their goals per game have been from set pieces like a corner kick. They've really dialed it in as of late. And now the Saints with a 2 on. Salisbury shoots, goes wide of the post. Had 2 on her back, making it difficult to get a clean shot off. Keeper is kind of up. Nice easy chip shot over would have caused a lot of difficulties for Rizzo.
Last minute of play in the first half.
1 minute to go now. Saints headed out through the sideline. Ball is with Ortonville. Try going into the inside now. Gets all the way through. Saints cleared up and out. No Saints are in the middle of the field. Freeland comes back to help. They get the steal, but send it up to no one. But that will just about do it for the half. We got 10 seconds to go. Saints go up. Uh-oh. One-on-one with the keeper. 3, 2, 1. Shoots. And deflected off of Sullivan. Scary final seconds of the first half. But Saints still walk out with a 2-0 victory. Well, I'll give Coach Freeland something to talk about with his team right before halftime. But that will do it for the first half. We'll see what happens coming up in the second half here right after this break.
LaFontaine, Michigan's ultimate Ford dealer. Shop from over 1,600 vehicles from 5 Michigan locations, offering on-the-spot mobile service. And buy 3 tires, get 1 free every day. Start shopping now at LaFontaineFordLincoln.com.
Well, they've got drink specials every day. Rooms upstairs if you want to stay. If you love music, hear it play at the good old Murphy Inn. At the good old Murphy Inn.
Looking for a great spot to enjoy lunch or dinner with fantastic daily food and happy hour specials? Look no further than the Murphy Inn in St. Clair. This is Paul, owner of the Murphy Inn. Our charming Irish pub features different food and drink specials every day of the week, plus live entertainment every Wednesday through Saturday. The inn even offers 7 unique hotel rooms complete with modern amenities, perfect for overnight stays or a weekend getaway.
There ain't no doubt we're going out to the good old Murphy Inn. To the good old Murphy Inn.
AAA is excited to introduce the Huffmaster Insurance Agency right here in St. Clair. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, Huffmaster Insurance Agency has you covered. Your one-stop shop for protecting what matters most. Conveniently located across from Pine Shores Golf Course at 1015 7th Street, St. Clair. Stop by or call us at 810-637-1200. And remember, go Mariners and go Saints. Huffmaster Insurance Agency. 810-637-1200.
The rain is still raining, and we're here playing. And the second half now. I'm your commentator, Reed Packin. Saints up 2-0 against Ortonville-Brandon. They quickly go back to Sullivan. Try spreading out the Blackhawks early. Now they're going to try to make their attack. Salisbury on the sideline. Gets around one defender. Another one to beat. Can't get it on the inside. Had open space with Freeland. Cuts it back. Crosses in now to Donaldson. Donaldson passes across. Moving into the middle. Gets it through to Freeland. Freeland cuts it to the corner. Komorowski originally was there. Bounced it back. And that's when Freeland passed it. Good looks for the Saints. Just better defense from Ortonville. Saints still trying to keep this one going their way. Pass to the corner. Ortonville gets there first. McKinney sends it out through the side. Throw for the Saints. Deep in Ortonville's half. Freeland turns, shoots off the keeper's hands. I may be wrong, but I feel like Ortonville switched out their keeper at halftime. Could be wrong. Throw for the Saints. Groneveld will throw. She goes short into the corner. Salisbury tries to turn and cross. Gets it through. Freeland was trying to settle it. Back in by Donaldson. Now Ortonville clears it out. Has some space to run with it. Komorowski runs from behind. Takes it away. And now St. Clair will have the throw on the far side of the field. Saints now moving. Ortonville trying to move it out of their half. A lot of back and forth. Saints got it. Salisbury bounces over her head. Ortonville chases it down. Gives it right back to Salisbury. One to beat. Gets around her. One-on-one with the keeper now. Shoots. Off of the keeper's hands. Deflection. Goes off the post. Salisbury chases it down. It already rolls in for the Saints. Goal number 3 for St. Clair. I believe that was Ella Komorowski on that far side. I believe that was Ella Komorowski. She's been playing on that side the entire time, looking for through balls in the corner. That time, right spot for a deflection off of the shot from Gwen Salisbury. Saints with the throw. Freeland gets it around the solo defender. Now has 2 coming in. Gets it across. Komorowski once again making her way. Gets pushed out to the corner. Shoots. Just wide of the net. Goal kick is out for the Blackhawks. Ball's in the middle. Now off of the Saints, out through the sideline, throw for Ortonville. They have been lacking on good attacking chances. They finished out the first half on a scary possession where they got a good shot on goal, a one-on-one with the keeper. Sarah Sullivan with a great save. The seconds were coming off the clock. But other than that, Ortonville-Brandon, not much of a threat inside St. Clair's half of the field. Another offsides for the Saints, and good analogy from Coach Freeland on the sideline. Says they're thinking like they're back in the AYSO days where you go up by a few goals and now everybody wants to score next. So everyone's just sitting on the defensive line waiting for the next through ball to come through. Try to get that one-on-one with the keeper. As this one's saved by Sarah Sullivan. Coach Freeland wants his team to practice like they're playing the next best competitor in line, and sitting on just the defensive line is not going to work against a Goodrich or Bloomfield Hills Marion or Linden. Those teams are way too good on the defensive line. They probably got 1 or 2 really strong defenders coming off the bench as well. You got to work it from the middle, then go out to the sidelines, work it back, switch the field. You got to get the defense moving, get them out of their spot, get them spaced out more so that you're able to find these soft spots in the defense and through balls and shots around the 18 become available. Saints now in the corner. Deflected off, rolls out of bounds, throw for St. Clair. They go into Komorowski. Komorowski touches down the goal line, gets it across. Keeper dives out for it for the save. Ortonville gets it across that field by sending it up. Ritz chasing it down, lets it go to Sullivan. Sullivan clears it out. Throw for the Blackhawks on the far side of the field. Ryland McKinley will take this. Bouncing middle of the field. Saints clear it by switching it. Salisbury gets to it, gets the deflection off of Ortonville, and they keep the possession with them.
Going in for the Saints, number 10, Caitlin Kaminsky.
Throw is into Freeland, trying to get around defender. Salisbury has some space, splits two. Whistle's called. Free kick for St. Clair. Freeland was held. A little bit of an iffy call, though. I felt like Saints had advantage. Salisbury was able to kind of split two defenders. Center ref did not see it that way, calls it back. Free kick is up and over. Bounces in the box. Headed once by the Saints and in. Great free kick. Great free kick from Ella Groneveld. And great reception from Gwen Salisbury. Always involved on the attack. Doesn't always work out because when you're that top striker on the line, all eyes are on you defensively. It just makes it 10 times tougher to make something happen as a solo player, because you're not just trying to beat one player. You got one player and one player always behind. And here's another through ball for the Saints. Offsides, though. Try to get one quick back. But that time, Salisbury played that free kick beautifully. Right on the defensive line. Kind of came up a little bit to the PK spot. And just a soft little header up and over the keeper's hands. Easy goal, or at least made it look easy. The Saints are up 4-0 against Ortonville. Headed once by St. Clair, and now Ortonville has it. Zilke sends it in. Saints are there for first touch. Cleared up and out. Throw is in down the line. Saints can't get it through. Good stop from Riley and O'Connor, but it goes out of bounds. Throw in for St. Clair.
Going in for the Saints, number 16, Sarah Kaminsky, and number 13, Marin Easton.
Ortonville tries sending it through, knocked back by St. Clair. They get it up through the middle now. Gets it all the way through to Freeland. Zilke gets the steal, clears it out. Saints get it right back. Now send it in. Way offsides. Way offsides again for St. Clair. Free kick is out towards midfield. Ryland, McKinney sends it all the way up. Britz is back there. Gets it off. Hasty gets the touch, but it rolls out. Throw for Ortonville now.
Going in for the Blackhawks, number 21, Madison McElpine. Going in for the Saints, number 11, Gwen Salisbury.
Sent up now. Groneveld sends it back. Popped up into the air. Saints can't get to it. Out of bounds. Blackhawks with the throw-in. Donaldson couldn't receive. Groneveld has another chance at it. Gets it up to Donaldson. Now moving into the middle of the field. Gets it up and through. Foot race. Salisbury. Looks like it's a one-on-one with the keeper. Shoots left, low, and in. Another goal for Gwen Salisbury. Perfectly executed. Great through ball right around midfield. That's kind of what most of the Saints strikers were hoping for. That time, no offsides. So good on them for staying onside. And they get a goal out of it. All the way through. Salisbury, great speed, gets into the box. Kept her touches close. Didn't allow the keeper a chance to run out on her. Puts it low to the left. Gets a goal.
Going back in for the Saints, number 15, Gwen Jaloski, and number 3, Tessa Freeland.
Also, I must make note here, because I'm probably the only one keeping track of this. Last 5 games, Saints have outscored their opponents. Let me do some quick math. It's not going to be good on there. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25 goals scored, 4 in the last 5 games, and in the last 5, their opponents have scored 0. Offensive and defensive juggernauts these Saints are. Gwen Salisbury sends it across. Saints shoot again, low, right to the keeper. Great give by Salisbury. All the defenders' eyes were on her. Sent it right out to an open teammate. Those are the kind of looks you got to start thinking about as you start playing tougher opponents.
Going in for the Saints, number 17, Ella Komorowski, and number 12, Natalie Keys.
Goal kick is out. Saints will have the throw around the 20. 25 minutes to go in the game. Popped out free. Saints get it right back. Into the middle of the field now. Freeland can't receive. Ortonville gets it away and gives it up through the sideline. Change of possession.
Going in for the Saints, number 18, Allie Komorowski.
Offsides once again for the Saints. Bouncing back and forth. No true possession. Ortonville just sends it away. Sullivan comes up for the easy grab. all the way up. Big kick way past the 50. Bounces once. Bouncing towards the corner. Natalie Keys chasing it down. Gets a good deflection. Groneveld keeps it on the sideline. Cuts it back into the middle. Sends it up and through. Ortonville clears it out. Trying to get it back up through the middle. Ryland can't get there. Saints now have an opportunity to shoot. They do. And they score. Goal number 6 for St. Clair. Number 17, Ella Komorowski with the goal. I believe her second. It could be a hat trick. I got to start keeping track of these goals. But another good goal for the Saints. They just kind of punch it through. And they just want it more. So they're getting to their spots. They're getting to the ball. They're not wasting any time. They're getting the shots up. Fighting for the possession. Whistle blown, handball off of Ortonville. Free kick for St. Clair now. Kick is up. Now Ortonville trying to work it out of their half. Goes down the line. Intercepted by Freeland. Gets it up to Salisbury. Salisbury one to beat. Passes up and through. Cleared out by Ortonville. Saints get there first. Salisbury fighting for it. Freeland looking to get it through. Gets stopped. Zilke tries sending it up. Knocked out by St. Clair and out through the sideline. Throw in for Ortonville.
Going in for the Blackhawks, number 20, Lindsay Mettis, and number 18, Kayla Hoyt. And going in for the Saints, number 8, Chase Donaldson.
Throws in for Ortonville. They touch it and go right back out through the sideline. Change the possession.
Going back in for the Saints, number 9, Ella Grenevald.
Saints moving down the far sideline. Can't get a touch in time. Throw for Ortonville. Another throw for the Blackhawks. Try going down line again, this time off of Ortonville, and throw for St. Clair now. Moving towards the middle of the field. Can't get it around the defenders, but they'll get another attempt with another throw. Good step up from Ortonville. They clear it up and out. Saints send it into the middle. Looking to switch the field. They do. Groneveld gets it up in the middle. Good out by Ortonville. They'll get another throw. One more throw for St. Clair. Corner kick for St. Clair now. Last 5 minutes, I feel like I've been played to like within the 20-yard line. Just throw-ins and throw-ins, and now a corner kick. Groneveld will take it. She sends it up. It's a little bit short towards the front post, headed by the defender on the front post. Sent right back in, deflected once. Keeper scoops it up for the save. Keys in the middle, sends it back towards the corner. It's going to be too long.
Going in for the Saints, number 11, Gwen Salisbury, and number 10, Caitlin Kaminsky.
Kick is out. Saints get first touch. Now driving it into the corner. Freeland looking to cross, sends it. Keeper comes out, grabs it. She will send it out. Blackhawks throw on the 50. Goes short. Right back. Saints getting involved. They go down line. Looking for space to cross now. Gets it taken away. Ortonville gets the deflection, and they keep the possession on that far side corner. Another throw for Ortonville. Saints in the middle. Switch the field. Grunewald with it. Goes down line into the corner. Salisbury's there looking to cross now. Cuts it back. Has two on her. Passes up top to the top of the 18 through Freeland. Shoots from deep. It's number 15. Gwen Jaloski sends it high over the net.
Going in for the Saints, number 16, Sarah Kaminsky.
Short goal kick out. Now they send it up. Saints are there. Freeland trying to make something happen. Spins around. Gets all the way through. Ortonville. Dex. St. Clair. Free kick will stay with the Saints now. Just outside the 18. Ali Komorowski will take this one. Shoots high over the net. 15 minutes to go now in the game. Saints are up 6-0 against Ortonville in round 1 of district play. Saints, assuming that they hold on to this lead, will play the victors of number 2 seeded Marysville and number 7 seeded North Branch. I'm assuming Marysville is going to win that one, considering that North Branch sits at a record of 1-13-4, which will invite another exciting matchup between crosstown rivals St. Clair and Marysville. Earlier this season, the Saints beat up on them pretty good. I believe they won 6-0, maybe 4-0. But that was right when they kind of started getting the wheels going. And we'll have another corner kick here for the Saints. Crosses short to Britz. Britz now sends one in towards the keeper. Bounced out. Britz getting back involved. Now Ortonville trying to move it out quickly. They get it up line. Zielke down the sideline. Saints back on defense. Still can't get a hold on this possession. Good movement from Ortonville. They poke it out through the line. They shoot. It's blocked. Saints clear it out. Ortonville sent one back in. Saints cleared it right back out again. Looking at the last piece of districts. So we mentioned how Goodrich is the #1 seed, so they have a bye in round 1. They will be playing the winner of number 4 seeded Port Huron, who finished 5th in the MAC Blue. And they have a record of 3-7-4, and they're playing the number 5 seeded Imlay City, who sits at 5-12. Fight for the ball on the sideline. Saints get the possession. Salisbury throws into Freeland, headed once by Ortonville. Salisbury sends it right back into the middle. Ortonville gets it through. No one's there. Right back to the Blackhawks. Saints playing tough on defense. Salisbury with it. Gets it through. Groneveld. Can she get there? Saves it on the goal line. Good poke out from Ortonville. Big check. It was close to being a legal play. Didn't extend the arms out. Went shoulder to shoulder. Perhaps just threw her weight a little too much into it. It's just a little too egregious, I would say. But obviously not too egregious if no cards were given. Freeland heads it back.
Going in for the Saints, number 13, Marin Easty, number 17, Ella Komorowski. Going in for the Blackhawks, number 7, Olivia Pentros.
Throwing for Ortonville. They try to keep the possession moving. As we got a little over 10 minutes left to go in the game.
Angela McNanny.
Throw is up. Ortonville gets first touch. Sent back down the line and out. Throw in for Ortonville. Saints get it up. across to Groneveld. On to the near sideline, moving to the corner. Offsides once again. Martin Hasty gets the whistle. Ortonville trying to push it through. Silky with it. Passes back. Now sends it up. Ortonville just all game long doing a lot of what Marine City did yesterday against St. Clair and just sending it up when they don't got the numbers up there. And when you're down 6-0, you can afford taking the risk of holding on to the ball and trying to work it out on the ground. You got to keep passing on the ground. Limit 50-50 balls out of the air. And just see what you can do with it. Ortonville moving into the 18. Saints cleared out. Shoots from way deep. Bounces once. Sullivan's there to grab it. She sends it right back out. Bounces at the 45, into the 50. Saints got it now. Hasty tried sending it through to Freeland. Good stop from Ortonville. Good takeaway from Britz. Donaldson gets it through. One-on-one again. Freeland this time. Shoots. A rocket. Deflected off the keeper. Good save. Dives onto it. But a great shot from Tessa Freeland. And great through ball from Chase Donaldson. Donaldson heads it one more time, headed into the middle. Ortonville pulls away with it. McKinney sends it up, stopped by St. Clair. Good stop. Tried going to the near sideline, can't get there in time. Throw in for the Blackhawks. Ball rolling towards the keeper now. Foot race. Freeland trying to get there. Couldn't get there in time. Last line of defense gets it out.
Going in for the Saints, number 12, Natalie Teams. Number 10, Caitlin Kaminsky. And number 6, Sarah Martin.
Throws in. Ortonville sends it out, rolling towards the 50. Trying to keep it. They give it away. St. Clair running into the middle. Pokes it through and offsides once again. I think we're over 10 offsides calls now. Definitely got to clean that up before next game. I think it's just kind of as a result of being up 6-0. You're just playing ultra aggressive on that defensive line. You just can't have this mentality carry over. Kicked up. Bounces through the defense. Saints aren't there. Keys chasing it down. Good pressure. Hasty sends it in to the middle. Goes all the way through. Zilke chasing it down. Britz gets there first. Stutter step and sends it up line. Another clearance rolling towards the corner. Hasty is going to get there in time. Just couldn't get to the ball. Got shielded out by Ortonville's defender. Under 5 minutes to go now. Throw is in. They go back, try to clear it up, deflect it off the Saints. No, sorry, deflect it off of Ortonville, and throw in for the Saints. Too quick on the throw. Didn't get it up and over her head. Change of possession. Ball is in. Saints have it. Trying to work it around. A few defenders. They keep the possession with them with the throw. They go down to the corner to Salisbury. Salisbury looking to cross. Sends it too much out through the back line. Goal kick for the Blackhawks. And we'll have a sub come in.
Going in for the Blackhawks, number 3, Delia Lee DeVos.
Headed up. Ortonville trying to make it out of their half. Saints come away with it again. Now Ortonville has some numbers. Saints get back. Trying to push it to that far sideline. They cut it back. McKinney with it. Driving down. Cuts it back into the middle. Sends it across. Saints get first touch. Touched out towards the far sideline. Ortonville saves it. Sends it back in. St. Clair gives it away. Ortonville sends it right back in. Good clearance from St. Clair. Sends it all the way. Bouncing towards the 18. Natalie Keys chasing it down. Forcing the clearance out through the sideline.
Going for the Saints, number 13, Marin Beastie.
Throw is in. Sent across. Touchdown by St. Clair in the PK zone. Headed out. Zielke clears it. Moving down the sidelines, the Saints. They send it into the middle. Foot race with the keeper. Gets cleared out last second.
Last minute of play in the second half.
Sideline official calling for offsides. And it will be reset as offsides. Ortonville sends it up. McKinney in the middle. Gets it out wide. Now sent through. Saints are there to receive it. Cleared up. Headed once. Headed twice and moving towards the sideline. Saints pull away with it. Can't get around. Number 2, Ella Rizzo, out from the net. And that will do it for round 1 of district play. St. Clair pulls it out in impressive fashion as they win 6-0 against Ortonville-Brandon. And they will look to next week for round 2 of district play, where they'll play the winners of Marysville and North Branch. And then they look to the next Friday at district finals, where it's lining up for a matchup against Goodrich High School. But one step at a time for these Saints as they come away with a big win. Thank you for watching CTV's production of East China School District Sports. This has been St. Clair High School going against Ortonville-Brandon. I've been your commentator, Reed Packin. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.
LaFontaine Chevy Buick GMC of St. Clair invites you to experience the hottest lineup of SUVs on the road today, like the all-new 2025 Buick Enclave. Timeless, yet undeniably modern, the new Enclave is next level at every facet. Thinking about going all electric? Think about the award-winning Chevy Blazer EV. Whether driving around town or across the country, the Blazer EV offers an impressive 283-mile range. Start shopping now at LaFontaine Chevrolet Buick GMC.com.
North Star Bank believes in banking on a first-name basis. Our bankers get to know you, your goals, and your dreams. This allows for the flexible solutions you need with the personalized service you deserve. North Star Bank provides the same services a national bank offers with a local commitment, all streamlined and simplified to fit your life. It's a better banking experience, personalized just for you. They'll show you why putting customers first makes all the difference. Equal housing member FDIC. This has been a CTV sports presentation of East China High School Sports. Presented by Magna, magna.com/careers. With support from LaFontaine Chevy, Buick, GMC, where you get the family deal. By Murphy Inn Hotel and Restaurant, by Ace Hardware, and LaFontaine Ford, where you get the family deal, and by North Star Bank, North Star guiding the way, and by CTV Community TV for Marine City and St. Clair.